Hi, I'm Jenny with the Forest Daisy, and I'm going to show you some fall crafts that you can make with embroidery hoops that you can get at thrift stores or garage sales. And please subscribe to my channel for more crafting, home decor, and DIYs. I had some small embroidery hoops that I wanted to use to make little pumpkins, so I laid down a piece of Dollar Tree fabric and traced around the hoop, then cut it out by hand, making sure to cut outside of the circle so there would be enough fabric to place inside of the hoop. After I got both pieces of the hoop back together, I made a hanger with some jute string and tied that around the top, but these could also be placed on a shelf or tiered tray display. Then I cut a piece of a stick to use as the pumpkin stem and just hot glued it to the top. Added a leaf to the side of the stem, then made a bow out of Dollar Tree ribbon. And for one of the pumpkins, I used jute string to make the bow instead. For this embroidery hoop, I made a wall pocket by spreading out a big piece of burlap fabric. I cut off the end after I put the hoop together to keep the fabric in place and laid a smaller piece of burlap across the bottom half to line it up. Then I undid the hoop again and put that extra strip of burlap inside, then cut off all of the extra fabric. These daisy flowers were from Dollar Tree, and I cut each individual stem and placed them inside of that strip of fabric. And I also had some fall greenery and feathers in my craft stash that were from Dollar Tree as well. And I just alternated those in between the flowers. I liked this flannel print fabric and thought that it was more like Thanksgiving vibes. I tried to iron out some of the wrinkles with my Cricut mini press, but I don't think I had the heat setting high enough. And I just went ahead and placed this heat transfer vinyl that I cut out with my Cricut onto the fabric. And I don't have a mat or anything, so I just use parchment paper as a protective layer when I am using the heat press. And then I put that fabric in between the layers of the hoop, and that was it. I was gifted some lace for crafting, and it reminds me of a spider web, so that is the direction I chose to go. So if you do not like spiders, I would recommend skipping ahead. I had the spider in my Halloween stash of craft supplies, and I cut a pipe cleaner in half and glued both pieces underneath the spider and put a strip of burlap ribbon over that so it would keep them in place. Then I just pushed the pipe cleaners through the lace and twisted the ends together, and it was a really simple DIY. Lastly, I took apart an embroidery hoop and used the inner piece. I cut the wood just past the middle point on both sides. I turned the smaller piece over and lined it up with the larger one to make a moon shape. I hot glued inside and outside of the ends. Then, once the glue set up, I took some of this pipberry garland that I got from craftoutlet.com and attached it around one end of the moon. Then just started wrapping that all the way around the embroidery hoop. And I had a small strand of lights that I got from a pack on Amazon, and I wrapped that along the garland as well.